What's going on? What's going on, good people?
What's going on, everybody? How's everybody doing this evening? I am Lamar. It's my brother, Casey Fowler. This is episode
Hey,
115 of the Foul Language Podcast.
yes, sir. Like every other episode, man, get your headphones on if you're at work. Get your accessories right. Put the kiddies to bed because you might just hear some foul language. Let's get it, man. Let's go.
Got that right? Roll the intro.
Perfect.
All right. Without further ado, let's do the cigar check-in or the accessory check-in to see what accessories are going to join us for episode 115. So, brother, what do you have this evening as far as accessories go?
Let's see here, man. I can't do the brown this weekend, man. Blood sugar's a little ridiculous right
No.
now, so had to get away from the brown. So I just got me some old vodka and some lemonade in my cup, man. And for my cigar, since it's been quite a week and it's been quite a while, I got the Man of War. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to who hooked me up with these, man. I don't know if we can put his name out up here like that, but shout out to you, bro. Appreciate it. If you're watching everything like that, appreciate you, man. Yeah, if you still gonna get rid of that humidified shit, man, you know, slide that to your boy. Go ahead, you know what I'm saying. But yeah, but so that's what I'm going on, man. So it's a good pairing. I've had it before.
Good.
It kind of lit, kind of funky, but hopefully I'm gonna try to fix that in the meantime, in between time. But brother, how are your accessories, man? Matter of fact, what you got? Because I ain't seen your bottle. I ain't see your cigar. What the fuck you got going on over there?
So I'm still struggling and I ain't got no butane yet because I ain't ordered it yet. It's in my Amazon cart. I got the last droves of butane. I lit my cigar with some cedar spills earlier this week, so I'm just making it do. So anyway, so in honor of some later topics, so RIP Akira Toriyama. And in respect to that, I thought I'd break out a bottle of Yamazaki for the night. So tonight we have a Japanese whiskey to, rest in peace to one of our favorite folks out there in the anime world. Very, very influential. I mean, we talked a lot of shit about Dragon Ball, but yeah, definitely thank you. But it is still near and dear to both of our hearts. So definitely on that. And to pair with it, you just can't smoke any old cigar with a bottle of 12-year Yamazaki. So this was one that came in our BL Luxuries box a while ago. It is the I think it's the San something with a P, Blue Bellicoso. On the pricier end of the spectrum. So I thought I'd get fancy tonight with it. So that's the pairing. We'll let you know how they go so far.
All right. Sounds good. Yeah. Well, y'all check back with us on the next one, man, so we can tell you how this accessory is going. And Mr. Yamazaki over there, paying homage to one of the greats that were doing in fucking anime. R.I.P. I can't say his name, but
Akira Toriyama. Or yeah, Akira Toriyama. I don't know how you want to say it.
Indeed. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's that time again where we like to bring some positivity in this ever negative world that we're living in, man. We like to bring some positivity from our life to you guys out there in the YouTube universe or wherever y'all hearing or seeing this at. So brother, what's best in life?
All right, before I get into the wibble, I forgot in the check-in, there is a member of the cigar community that also passed. He was over Zeal Cigars. I found him when he used to work with Cigars Daily. I think I maybe had one of his cigars, maybe none. I can't remember for sure, but I definitely checked out a lot of the content on YouTube. So can't remember his last name right now, but Brad, RIP, condolences again. That was pretty recent. I don't know 100%, but I think it was a motorcycle accident. And as a rider, that also, I mean, motorcycles and cigars, man, two of my favorite things. So definitely respect to that. So now that we've got all that out the way, a little sad, but we still like to honor with what's best in life, as we always do, because even with the negative out there, we still like to flip it and discuss the positive while realizing that there's still bad shit in the world every day.
Yes, sir.
With that, let's see. Let's start in my Scrooge McDuck world, first of all, I've been shopping for a new office chair for a couple weeks now, and it got real because if anybody knows when I'm buying something that's over say $100, I go to a spreadsheet and start weighing out pros and cons and prices and ranking factors. So got the spreadsheet, got everything figured out, got it picked. So I started reaching out to my office and was like, "Hey, is there any kind of discount program where I can buy an office chair?" Um, Not trying to get like because we do like what's called a reasonable accommodation, like if someone has a disability or something or a
Mm-hmm.
chronic illness to help like carpal tunnel or something like that to help them do their job. I was like, no, I'm not looking for anything like that. I just want a better office chair than what I have now, and I'm looking to just buy something different. She was like, we got chairs in storage. You want one? I was like, hell
Hell
yeah.
yeah. Is
So I
water
went,
wet?
right. So I went to the office, picked the chair up. So I'm rolling through downtown Fort Worth, wheeling the damn office chair through my garage. I mean, to my car. So that had to be funny for at least two people, I'm sure. So got the chair, cleaned it up. It's comfortable. I'll move it upstairs tomorrow. And in further office accessory news, out here I sit with the folding table usually, and when I record for uh, MF and research, I take this table, fold it up, and take it upstairs. It's just annoying. So I bought a desk. I was going to get another desk, but they didn't have it in Costco today.
Mm-hmm.
So they had a different desk that was actually $50 cheaper and probably a nicer desk than I was going to get. So for $50 less, get a little bit of an upgrade. Once again, Scrooge McDuck wins again. Let's see, Simone is out for spring break, so she's excited with that. She's already looking in our faces, trying to find shit to do. She's got 18 sleepovers already planned. So that's that. Lamar took pictures today, and Kim is already borderline in tears with how cute the pictures are, she says. Simone is beefing because he's got one in like a cap and gown, and she didn't get one because she was in kindergarten during the pandemic, so she's a little upset about that. But we're like, hey, you get one for fourth grade, I guess. I think that's what they do. So I think that's about it. Kim is good. We got to hang out a little bit this week. Um, Saw some of my other guys from work, so that was good. And that's really about it. Um, Not a whole lot going on. Was gonna go do some other stuff today, but the weather was trash, so I just kind of hung out around the house and did work around the house. So yeah, that's it. So that is what's best in life for me. What about you?
Oh man. Um. Well, I got a text message from one of my, I guess you could say old soldiers, because I'm technically out. I'm on leave, but I'm out. So he texted me and he actually got promoted to sergeant. So one of my corporals is a sergeant now. So shout out to
Fantastic.
Corporal Hearn, man. Shout out to him. Well, Sergeant Hearn. He actually gets
Yeah.
promoted next month for
Hmm.
drill or whatever. He called me yesterday, day before yesterday. He wants me to be there for his promotion ceremony. So I
That's
said, just
dope.
let me know and I'll drive my ass out there to fucking Pittsburgh one more time, just for your ass, one more time. So that I
Respect
was
that.
like, that's really dope, man. That's one of the soldiers I was grooming since I've been at that unit, man. Just showing them how
That's
motors aren't
pretty
supposed to
cool, man.
be, showing them how an actual leader's supposed to conduct business and shit like that. So without and I even gave him some advice when we was talking because I want him to get the fuck out that unit once he gets his five. Don't
Mm-hmm.
fucking stay there. Get the fuck on. That place is a fucking curricula. But
Mm-hmm.
so that was that. Kevion, he got 100 AR points. He hit the AR quota. Um, Whatever that means. I guess I think it's good. I guess it's
It's
good.
for reading, right?
Yeah. He a reading.
Mm-hmm.
He a reading something. Um, we had this little meeting yesterday. Keontae is about to go on his first out of town trip with school without parents and shit like that in a couple of weeks. So
Oh
it's like a
yeah.
full day. They're going down there towards New Orleans. I think they're gonna be like right outside New Orleans. For
Okay.
band, so he's doing that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
WWE 24 came out. We didn't get it, but we started playing 16 so we could actually learn how to play the shit before I spend like 60, 70 fucking dollars. So me and the
Mm-hmm.
boys have been playing that, man. And we watch wrestling religiously around here since we went to Tyler's house last summer. Thanks, Tyler. Um And
Oh yeah,
then
that hard.
yeah, so we back on wrestling real fucking heavy in this house. So we just been playing it, having a good fucking time. Uh, Kevin, our punk ass been picking Andre the damn Giant when we're doing little three-way matches. I'm like, man, who the fuck is gonna beat this big son of a bitch? But we just played before we
Oh,
got on the record, and I won and shit like that, man. It's a good time. Janae had another live, and she done sold out all her cups and shit again. So she's crushing it with the stuff that she do, man. She actually brought some anime cups to that bitch on her last live, man, and those shits was fucking nice. Like in the
cool.
same house. I know I ain't got to pay for it, but I was like, shit. If ain't nobody gonna grab that bitch, I'm gonna buy it and I'm gonna have it on the fucking next episode of Fire Lakers. But the
Who was
Naruto
it?
cups were quick.
Okay.
She did a couple of Naruto cups. She did a Demon Slayer cup and a couple One Piece cups.
Mm-hmm.
Just the primary stuff to get people, you know what I'm saying, coming in and shit. So those shits went fucking fast. I was like, damn, you gotta do more anime cups. But you're gonna see, because she gonna do me one. It's hard to explain really, but it's a dope ass fucking design that she found
Yeah.
and put it on the cup, and shit was fucking dope, man. But other than that, spring break for us here too, man. We taking that trip to Augusta on Monday, and we're gonna do some house looking. My Augusta people, we working our way back. Yeah, it is what it is. But we on our way back, so we're gonna do some house looking, hang out with the family, get to see Pear Bear, little crying ass.
Yeah.
And just hang out for a little while. Like I told Janeke, sorry family when y'all watch this, but we're not there to really socialize. We're there to take care of business, and we'll hang out just a little bit, and we're gonna bring our ass on back. But that's pretty much it, man. And that's what's best in life, other than that big ass fucking flying dinosaur that just almost flew up my fucking nose. Yeah, man. Wibble.
Cool. All right, everybody. We're gonna do something a little bit different for a change. Let's do some speculative. What would you do kind of stuff. So, just thinking about it, what would you do with $1 million? And for parameter's sake, the $1 million is yours and yours alone. All taxes have been covered, and you are just left with a flat $1 million. So you don't have to worry about taxes or any of that shit. So, with that, what would you do with $1 million?
Get me a fucking PBL, god.
All right, Saucy Santana.
Walk around here looking like Magic Johnson, son. Some shit. Okay, I digress.
Now
No,
that you're out the
seriously.
military and growing your hair out, I guess you're trying to get us. You can get some bundles. All right, then. Hey.
Kiss my ass, man. But $1 million, man. Like people don't even realize how much money $1 million really fucking is, man. Like, of course I take care of the family first. I'd spend money on the house I've always wanted, car I always wanted. Get Janae the car she's always wanted. Make sure the kids have a nice little lump sum put a fucking way until they're like 30 or some shit like that. Um, what else? Invest, of course, invest. I don't, stocks. I realized over the past couple of years, stocks is not really my cup of tea. But I would invest more in, like, I don't know, like a small franchise instead of like being like a partner or some shit like that, or
Mm-hmm.
basically leasing a franchise. I actually learned that in the little boots to business class I went to. When you're trying to get a franchise, it's more like leasing that shit, because you still
Mm-hmm.
got to pay them motherfuckers this and this and this. No, I'd rather just buy me a smaller franchise, flat the fuck out, um,
Mm-hmm.
and then let that shit make money. And then, you know what I'm saying, just stack the rest, man. Just stack the rest and just chill, man. Because after that, that's probably like not even half of $1 million that I'm talking about fucking spending. And then I'm fucking good. I'm chilling, man.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just fucking vibing, man. Just that's pretty much it, man. Nothing really major with it, man. Just flip the money, make me more money, and definitely take care of T to B, man. Definitely gotta look out for mom. I don't know what I do for the lady who has freaking everything, but
The car.
I do something, get, what I'm saying, mama go pick out a car, your favorite color, all that other shit. We could do that, or you know what I'm saying, I don't know, get you a little vacation home, some fucking where, like a little cheap little cabin. Not cheap, but you know what I'm saying, like a little cabin or something where you could just go. She can go duck the fuck off and take Tanya in Paris, and then with her But that's it, man. Really, because and then if I ain't have it and you had it, then you too, man. Look out for you. Look out for Tanya, of course. You know what I'm saying? Like let's do something to build together. Like a family legacy with us. I know we got other siblings, but you know how me, you, and Tanya rock. So
Mm-hmm.
definitely do something with y'all to make us greater as a fucking whole. And yeah, that's pretty much it, man. I know you probably got some intricate fucking evil villain fucking Lex Luthor fucking plans or some shit over there with
Mm-hmm.
a meal. So I'm curious to hear yours, man. What would you do with $1 million?
So it's funny because it's $1 million is a lot of money. But when you start thinking about what you would do with it and the things you do with it, you realize that how fast it can actually go.
That's true.
So, with that in mind, I think I would take a portion and set up a trust for both of my kids, and let that sit and grow. And what I would do is get with a financial planner, so it would be about the same amount when they turn 21. So since Simone is closer to 21, I have to put more in initially to kind of match that, which may work against me. So we'd have to see what that looks like. I would probably sell my house, take this house and the equity that it is in this house, and start and buy like an area like you've seen in Georgia where they have that plot of land and the families are there.
Hmm.
It's always been my kind of dream to do that. So to have I've always called it my compound. So get the ball rolling on the compound, and then not even intricately in stuff. So I would say, whoever wants to come to the compound within a certain set of people, um, they are invited to the compound to live and be merry and grow this thing we call Phalandia.
Valandia.
Yeah,
Ooh,
man.
can I be head of security?
Sure.
Yes.
And then so that would be one thing we would do. And then I think the rest we would probably put in like index funds and just let it chill and let it grow with our other investments and try to get it back to so it's a million again. And then we would just sit. And then eventually when it gets to a certain point to my calculations, I say you can take this job and shove it. Might even be sooner than that, but but, but I don't know. I mean, we'll see. So work is different when you ain't using it to pay the bill. So it's a whole different vantage point. So
Yeah,
you
hell yeah.
actually can do things a little different. I mean, and of course, I would invest into um, file language and MF and research to grow them because I think there's certain things that can be done to grow them. Like if we could like hire, say, editors to edit all the shit and just send all that shit and be like, hey, this is what I want you to do, and or even for some of it, get AI to do it. Um, and somebody to manage all that and the social media shit. Please manage the social media. Um,
Mhm.
I think if we could get those two things done, it'd be a new thing. So between those things, I mean, we'd be able to take over the world, Pinky. So I mean, that's really it. I mean, there's nothing really intricate, nothing really um, complicated. Put some money aside, pay some things off, and use some of it to make more money, if you will. And you said stocks really aren't your thing. That's fine. Um, if trading or anything like that and doing shit like that isn't your thing, but if nothing else, please, 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 please take some money just like you would do with your TSP. Pick an index fund, preferably something that probably follows the S&P 500 at least, and just throw money in there like every month and let that be your investing. You ain't got to trade it. It ain't sexy. You ain't watching the market. It's just like, hey, this is what I'm doing. And if it gradually and on average, they say goes up 10 years. I think 7 to 10% on average every year. I mean, some years are less, some years are more. It ain't sexy, like I said. You ain't getting them 100% gains. You also ain't getting them 100% losses. so you can kind of set it, forget it, and that's kind of like the best advice for like people. Like I know people with their TSPs, thrift savings plan, for those that are government affiliated. It's kind of like a 401k for those that don't know. I know those people. I know people that because there's no fees or the fees aren't as high, or the taxes
Mhm.
aren't the same when you're trading in and out of your TSP. They be flipping in and out their TSPs. You ain't got to do all that. You can just set that shit up, forget it, and that's how you can do your investments if investing is in your thing. And that's what I'm saying. So if it's not your thing, still spend some time with it so it's there, because I mean it's not free money, but it's money. I mean, when they say let your money work, it's the easiest working your money's gonna ever do. Yes, you have the potential to make more money with a business, but if this is like your foundation, if you will, you can build on that with your other stuff, with your businesses, your job, your side hustles, and things like that. And you just
Mhm.
always have this, because I mean, there are some people when they retire, they live off just their investment. So like if you have say 2 mil in the bank and you live off say 5% a year, 5% of the total. I mean, without getting into interest calculators and shit, what 10% of that is 200,000. So $100,000 a year. I think most people can do pretty decent if they have no debt, living off $100,000. So I mean
Mhm.
that's kind of the way to go. And you never touch that principal is the beauty.
Nice. Nice.
So that's what I would do.
So one thing I would change, instead of
What's that?
opening a fucking franchise that's already owned by somebody, I will open up a really fucking dope ass gun range,
Hmm.
like
You
a
mentioned that.
real state of
Now
the
you
art
talking.
fucking gun range. On top of having my selection of guns, like what's the name, Yokai,
Now
Yoka.
I'm gonna warn you. A million. You talk about how fast $1 million goes. Get you a gun range and start making that shit top of the line. Watch how fast that $1 million evaporates.
Oh, it'll back, but it'll come back twice as much, I believe. Put it in the right
Eventually,
spot
yeah.
like that, it'll come back.
I mean, yeah, yeah, definitely. All right, everybody. So let us know in the comments what you would do with $1 million. Like to hear that. Any ideas or any ideas on what we said we would do? Both of those work. Let us know.
Oh yeah.
All right, it's time for the check-in of the accessory variety. So, brother, what are your accessories doing for you? I see that Burns looking kind of weird on that Man of War.
Yeah, the burn is weird, man. It's starting to fucking tunnel, which I mentioned on the last episode. I can't
Yeah, she
fucking
did.
stand. Um, but I mean, it's smoking pretty good. Other than it's just how I lit it in the beginning, man. I used this motherfucker right here to light it, so I mean, it lit kind of funky this time.
Damn.
Um,
Yeah.
but I mean, it's still smoking pretty good. It's a Man of War, so I enjoy it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it might not
Mm-hmm.
be the thing for a lot of people. I know I gave a guy who I worked with. We did a little cigar swap, and I gave him one of these. And he was like, "Man, that was a good ass cigar, man. It's fucking, it's good." I was like, "Yeah, it's a Man of War." He's like, "Yeah, the Man of War." I said, "Nah, bro, Man of War. You gotta say that shit right." He was like, "Yeah, what the fuck ever, dude." And then the vodka is just the vodka, man. It pairs well with it, man. Got my got my nice little cup here, man. The name ain't the same no more, but this is actually gonna be tattooed on me real soon. But that's neither here nor there. But the vodka's going great. Cigar's going great, and the conversation's going great, man. What can I say, man? How about yours?
Yamazaki is splendid as always. Still one of my favorites. The cigar, um, I don't know, like expensive cigar. Like once you get to a certain dollar threshold in a cigar, I start to look at it really closely, and I'm like, between like $15 and $25, there's a lot of good shit out there. And I tend to ask myself, is it worth does one of these equate to multiple of something else? And most times that calculation is no. And it's not that it's a bad cigar or anything, but it's like knowing opportunity cost is a thing. So knowing that, is it a bad cigar? Definitely not. Am I enjoying the cigar? Yeah. Would I pay retail for this? Hell no. So
Motherfucker,
there's
you wouldn't
that.
pay retail for socks, god.
I mean, if I can get them on sale, you damn right.
I feel you.
What's wrong with that? I mean, shit. I like a deal. But no, I mean, there, like I said, there are some cigars I will pay full price for, no hesitation. So I mean, like even like I'm not a big Padron guy, but like the Padrones that are like $40 and $50, I don't. That's fine.
Those are good cigars, though.
Mm-hmm. And so that's what I'm saying. Like you got to be like, is it worth that? You know what I'm saying? Like the Padron, I wouldn't feel like I'm out of my money. Whereas I can go get like a Liga or two, damn near three. Shit, you can get three. Would I rather have this one or three Ligas? I'm gonna take three Ligas all day.
Yeah, hell yeah.
See what I mean? And that's the kind of calculation. It's not even about like the cost per se. It's about trade off, and that's kind of where my issue usually lies when it gets to these. I mean, like even with Yamazaki, I mean, I think this bottle I pay like 120 for it. Would I be willing to pay what it costs now? I don't know. But it's still delicious though. So that would be a little harder one to think about. So enjoying the pairing, enjoying them together. Don't know if I'd recommend the cigar for the price. That's my check-in.
Indeed, indeed. Sorry, guys, y'all been seeing on social media a lot, man. This comedian's beefing with that comedian. This person is saying this about that person. You know what I'm saying? They just kind of like, it's like rap beef, but it's comedians this time, man. So I don't know whether to laugh at the shit or just shake my fucking head at it, man. I mean, I do have my theories on it, but I'm gonna let bro go first, man, about what he thinks about all these comedians in there and they beef and shit like that, man. So, bro, what you think about this comedian beef that's going on out here?
So I mean, first of all, it's nothing new. I mean, because you heard like rumblings of this comedian don't like that comedian for years, and but I think what kind of blew the shit up in a world where we are, where drama sells, people do shit for likes, people do shit for clicks. I think what happened was, gotta say, Cat Williams and Shannon Sharp, man, that was like the fucking inflection point. Where, and I mean, it wasn't even like, to me, Cat was coming off like he was beefing. It was like Cat had some grievances with some shit that was said, and he was trying to clear the air from his perspective. And that's not necessarily beef per se, but it comes off adversarial, so it can be construed as beef. And so, to me, what happened is everybody's like, well, shit, if that's the play to get numbers, I mean, what? Um, Fucking Shannon Sharp shit was like, I mean, that bad boy got like more numbers than I think. I think Joe Rogan is consistently like the number one podcast out there, and he was moving more numbers than that. So I think from that perspective, it was one. It was one side of that, like, yo, everybody's talking about me now, doing interviews. I'm sure people like going to see shows. I mean, and Cat Williams is funny as shit anyway. So I mean, there is that. But now I'm sure that there's folks that would normally check for Cat Williams checking for Cat Williams now. And he was even on Joe Rogan podcast too. And I'm sure motherfuckers that don't watch Joe Rogan was like, let me see what Cat's gonna say. Yeah. And so I think, and then I think that, it just seemed like, comedian after comedian was like airing their grievances. And then you heard like Monique went on, and hers was kind of a different vibe. Hers was more like, I almost would say hers were more issues with the industry, if you will. And I mean, there were some issues with DL that came up. And so, I mean, there was that. And then you got like Mike Epps in the background, kind of like acting like he wants somebody to play with him too. So there's that. And then you had like the Ricky Smiley shit. And now you got Donnell Rollins and Corey Holcomb going back and forth over shit. I was listening to Donnell Rollins on Breakfast Club, I think, last week. And then every now and then I pop into Corey Holcomb's podcast and I listen to that here and there. And then you had like Jess Hilarious is on the Breakfast Club. So she was saying her piece, especially in regards to Corey Holcomb, because they had their beef in the past. I mean, it's just beefs all over the place. And I think it's the same thing. People love messy shit. And because people love the messy shit, messy shit breeds more messy shit. So that's where we are right now. And I mean, I think that's just it. So I mean, some of them I'm sure are real, and then I mean, you also have to think about like comedy is competitive, and you can't be at the top. I mean, it's just like sports. You can't be at the top of your craft without that fight, that drive, and with that comes an ego, comes a confidence, comes a feeling of like you the best to do it. And when somebody takes a shot at you, you got to defend your territory, if you will. So I mean, I think that comes into it too. So I mean, I think you mix in that piece along with the fact that I'm sure it helps move numbers. I mean, because even think about it going back a little bit, everybody was tuning in to Chris Rock's stand-ups to see what he was going to say about Will Smith when he slapped him. We watched his stand-up not too long ago too. That was the whole experience. Yeah, but it was so. I mean, there was parts that was funny, but it was so. I think that's really it for me though. It's just those kind of things, and I'm curious to hear what you gonna say.
Well, you made some real valid points, and I agree, man. The whole Cat Williams thing kind of like set that shit off, and it's like, oh shit, well he ain't mentioned my name, so let me just go out here and sprinkle a little something over here to try to get a little beef going over here. So my Twitter, so I can get some more Twitter followers and shit like that, man. It's like I was telling Janeke earlier, with comedians lately, it's been a lot of censorship issues if you ain't got the bread. You know what I'm saying? Like you really can't say what you want to fucking say if you ain't got the bread to fucking back up what the fuck you gonna say. So instead of that's a good way for them to make a comeback. And it's like Cat Williams kind of opened this door for them to like kind of fucking beef and shit like that. And like you said with the Monique and DL thing, yes, both comedians, but that was on a completely kind of different spectrum. And we just watched the Mike Epps stand up the other day. He mentioned something about somebody, but anyway, but when the Cat Williams shit came out, you seen comedians coming out the woodwork saying, "Well, Cat ain't saying nothing about me," or they putting their 2 cents in. You got the new up and coming comedians like what's his name, DESI, some shit like that. He beefing with somebody. I forgot what the fuck he beefing with, but he beefing with somebody right now. And it's me personally. I don't feel like it's a real thing, man. I just feel like they just trying to, you know what I'm saying? Oh shit, they made the numbers. Let's go ahead and fucking grab. Let's grab.
I can see that.
And that's cool. Like you beefing, that's fine. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like handle that shit in a different way. Fuck all that Twitter shit and Instagram live and shit. Y'all motherfuckers have a goddamn roast battle, man. And just y'all dead the shit right fucking there. Just a fucking roast battle. Let that shit be fucking that. And then on another level of it, you don't see nobody coming at these Caucasian comics, man. It's just our people that's beefing with fucking each other for the most part, from what I've seen. You trying to think of some?
I'm thinking. I am. I'm thinking.
Yeah, because I haven't seen any. If you seen any, chime in.
I mean, there have been, but not to this level.
And
and again, I think it's a watershed moment with the Shannon Sharp shit. So I think it's that. But go ahead.
Yeah. Cat Williams definitely opened up the floodgates for all these beefs. But I would really like to see a fucking roast battle. That shit would be fucking epic as fuck to see these motherfuckers just roast and then just dead it right there.
I think the problem with that though is not every comedian is adapted to a roast style though. Like think about it. DL is gonna fuck most of the people up. Like most people can't fuck with DL when it comes to like just straight roast battle.
Yeah.
That's his bread and butter right there.
True.
But go ahead, my bad.
But if you're funny, you're funny. I mean, you had to start off funny some fucking way. You know what I'm saying? Like you had to roast a motherfucking school or some shit like that. I mean, 85 South Show for prime example. That's mostly all they fucking do is roast motherfuckers, and that shit's fucking hilarious. Shout out to them brothers too, man. I don't know if they all know. I think one of them was about our age, but I know DC's probably the youngest one. But shout out to them brothers, man. They fucking killing it. But all in all, man,
on Netflix.
The 85 South Show on Netflix.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that shit was fucking hilarious, man.
Yeah, that's saved. I ain't watched it yet.
Yeah, the Donnell Rollins one. That shit wasn't so great. It was 40 minutes of. It was kind of boring. It was like watching him watching him be on a Breakfast Club or some shit like that. And of course, he made Ashley Larry references and all that other shit. But I digress, man. If they're gonna beef, just I say keep that shit off of Twitter. Put that shit in your comedy. Let's get some more of these comedy specials out. Cause I love fucking stand up comedy. I always loved stand up comedy since I was a fucking kid. When I first put in fucking Eddie Murphy Raw, and I was hooked on fucking stand up. Y'all just put that shit in y'all motherfucking stand ups, man. Let's come with the jokes. Stop all that Twitter bullshit, all that Instagram live bullshit. Jump on the stage with a motherfucking mic, air your fucking grievances out, kick some fucking funny jokes, and let's have a fucking good time with the shit, man. Kind of just like rap beefs, man. Just give us some good music about it. Fuck all that Twitter and Instagram shit. But we could do rap beefs on a different episode, man. And that's really all I got. So like we said, the creator of Dragon Balls, man, he passed away. He left us with decades of awesome fucking material to fucking watch and read. If you guys read the mangas of Dragon Balls, I've never read them personally, but so we're gonna pay homage to how you say his name again? I'm horrible.
Akira Toriyama.
Yeah, Akira Toriyama. We're gonna pay homage to him on this one. Dragon Ball Z fans, I know y'all can relate. I know some real diehard people's probably still fucking crying right now for real. But we're gonna share our DBZ moments, bro. So you know what I'm saying? We're gonna do a little back and forth type shit with it. You know what I'm saying? So, bro, what's your first top DBZ memory? And not just DBZ. You can go Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball GT, Super.
Sure.
We're gonna put them all in there. The movies.
We're gonna put them all right, we back now. So since it's everything, we gotta have it all.
Yes, sir.
You watch Dragon Quest, right?
With Die?
Yeah.
Yeah, most of it. Like I say about 80%.
Yeah, that was Toriyama too.
Oh, nice.
You can always tell Toriyama by the ears, the way the ears are drawn. At least that's the way I always know. So let's see. If I had to pick one, I'm not gonna go to one of the obvious ones yet. So we'll go to like some of the obscure shit. So one of my favorites was in the Buu Saga when they get the earrings and Vegito comes into play.
That was
cold shit, man. That motherfucker was arrogant as shit, and I loved every minute of it. It was amazing. Kicking ass, laughing about it. And it was just fun to see. Got turned into chocolate, was beating ass as a chocolate piece. It's fucking amazing. That was him, right? Yeah, that was him. It was him. Yeah. All right, what about you, man? So I guess we're going back to back on these.
All right, shit. There's so many, man. It's hard to fucking just pinpoint one. So I'm just gonna throw it out. The first time that fucking Gohan nuts up and they're like, "What the fuck?" His power level when he busts out the motherfucking pod and shit. Leave my daddy alone and get him with the headbutt shit. And I'm like, hey, this little motherfucker gonna be cold, right? Yeah, man. One of my favorite characters, man. Was anyway.
Well, yeah, because I thought they teased him to he. I think they were teasing him to be like the main. Like I think after Cell Saga, like it was supposed to be him. He was supposed to be that guy. Hell, and I know Gohan was your dude, so I might as well just stick with that too. Gohan in the Cell Saga when he finally gets pissed off, when he's fighting the little mini cells and shit. Was it the mini cells? No, I'm thinking of Vegeta them the little was it them?
But no, he had mini cells too. The mini cells were whooping everybody else's ass.
Yeah,
Cell was trying to piss him off.
Yeah, because I'm thinking of the little what is it, the Cybermen, whatever. When he was one shot, or was it the mini cells? He was like backhanding them bitches. And if you don't appreciate how cold that is when you see shots of the manga and him backhand and they just explode into gooey glory. And then when he fights Cell, that shit is great. Not feeling Gohan Beast with that big ass hairpiece thing.
Yeah, that shit's weird. Weird.
Yeah, but what about you?
Of course, I got to go with probably the one that set the record books of anime. Period. Fucking when Goku finally turns into fucking Super Saiyan for the first fucking time, man, that shit was fucking amazing. Like, Krillin, help me, and then he was like, motherfucker, I hate your mama, and then he just, you know what I'm saying, go Saiyan mode and then whooping his ass like, hey, bro, I'm gonna give you just enough energy to fucking leave and leave me the fuck alone. All right, bitch, you want to play? Boom, you motherfucking dead, man. So Goku, when he first turned fucking Super Saiyan, was fucking dope.
Yeah, it was dope. On that, I know Vegeta's your favorite character. watching Vegeta struggle to become Super Saiyan was really dope character development for me.
Yeah.
Um, that was really good. Just watching the struggle, he had to come to terms with like jealousy and feelings of inadequacy and rage and all kind of other shit, pride and trauma and everything else. And then when he just basically has nothing left, he becomes Super Saiyan. That shit's amazing.
All right. I'm gonna go with one of the movies, man. When Gohan whooped fucking BoJack ass, when he fucking powered up again and beat the fuck out of fucking BoJack, that shit was fucking amazing. Like I knew it was coming the whole fucking time. Not one of the best fucking Dragon Balls movies, but when he
Yeah.
whooped BoJack's ass, that shit was pretty fucking dope. Like I said, Gohan's one of my favorite characters, man.
Mm-hmm.
Teen
Mm-hmm.
Gohan, not grown up, fuck grown up Gohan.
Right. So for me, this one isn't one in any episode or anything like that in particular. It was just, I guess, the experience of watching Dragon Ball. So growing up from like, you know, high school, I think is when I started watching Dragon Ball. We were watching that shit after school, and then I went to college. In college they had like not necessarily watch parties, but there was this area called like the Rattlers Den where they would have that shit on the old school big screen TVs that were like, you know, 6 feet tall, about 700-800 pounds, and you roll that bitch out. And so everybody's down there watching Dragon Ball Z and shit, hanging out. So it's fun. Like the first see a whole bunch of like us together watching Dragon Ball, and then buying the tapes, the VHS Dragon Ball tapes. Like I don't think I've ever
So
bought VHS so much of those, watching like 4 episodes at a time. Like again, you young anime fans got it easy, man. We would have to wait months for the
man,
dubs.
the Frieza saga, bro, it took us like forever before we finally got
Forever.
past those DVDs that we had back when we was staying in fucking Georgetown, man. Goddamn,
Mm-hmm.
it took us fucking forever to get to see the rest of that shit. I know it took me
Mm-hmm.
fucking forever.
Right.
Shit was fucking wild.
Yeah.
Guess it's on me. I guess. I guess.
It is.
I'm gonna go Super this time. When Beer showed up with Goku going Super Saiyan 3, and he was like, bitch. Knocked his ass cold the fuck out, man.
Yeah.
I was like, God damn, Goku, you going out bad,
Yeah. Okay, so another one not really tied to any episode. Shout out to Dragon Ball GT,
Got
because
to.
from Dragon Ball I mean, a lot of people hate it, but Dragon Ball GT in college made me a nice hunk of change. That's all I'm gonna say.
Say no more. Say no
Yes,
more.
sir. Good times. So shout out to Dragon Ball GT and supporting a young entrepreneuring engineer.
Since we're going on memories and shit, man. I remember one when we was really watching it. Tyler was like 3. So Tyler, you watching? Sorry, cuz. But babysitting Tyler, we used to play Dragon Balls. He'd move his fucking head real fast and I punch. And then Tyler ass was slow on one of those punches, and I caught his ass in the fucking eye. I was like, oh shit. I'm
Man.
sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. He was just too slow. And Bobo will laugh about the shit now. He said, man, you did this shit on purpose. I swear I didn't do it on purpose. He was moving, we was having a good time, he was smiling, that shit went, my hand went, bow. I was like,
He need to train a little more. He need to train.
damn. But man,
Mm.
brought us together.
Mhm. Yeah, I guess let's see. For me, the first Brawley movie, not the second,
Yeah,
but the first Brawley movie.
that
That
shit was
shit was
it.
like
He was beating
you
their
want to see
ass.
some ass whip. Like Z Fighters got disrespected. I mean, they got beat like in Super when they fought like Goku Black and shit.
Yeah,
But
but
when
they
they
ain't get
fought Broly,
disrespected
they
like
got disrespected.
yeah,
Like that was rude. It was glorious. So got to be the Broly movie for me.
nice. So I'm gonna go back to GT when the ape Goku like transformed into Super Saiyan 4 when he was fighting fucking baby. and we was watching that shit on the cassette, and we was just like,
Mhm.
"Oh shit!" And he got in his
Mhm.
fucking ass, boy. That Kamehameha
Yeah.
times 10. I swear that's when like Budokai 3 came out or some
Oh
shit,
yeah,
and I
yeah,
ain't
yeah,
picked
yeah, yeah.
nobody else. Nobody else was Super Saiyan 4 Goku or Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, man. That much they fucking they was OP as fuck on that
Mhm.
goddamn game, man. You couldn't
Yeah,
beat them. I won
they
so
were.
much money. So much money. Motherfuckers ain't watch anime who just played like Street Fighter and Tekken and shit. Oh, I collected on them motherfuckers because they ain't had no idea who they was picking. I ain't shit. I
Mhm.
know it.
Shit, I still got. I think Budokai 2 somewhere. Um, Shout out to Dragon Ball GT again. Um, I don't care what y'all say. Dragon Ball, go. What is shit? Getting old drinking whiskey. Super Saiyan 4 was a cool ass design, man.
It was. It was. It
I
really
don't care
was.
what nobody say. That design was dope as shit. I hate that it's not really canon anymore, but that shit was cool as hell. And the fact that Goku got more serious in Super Saiyan 4,
Yeah, he
that
was
shit was
cold.
great.
Like he was cold blooded. He'll
Yeah,
kill you in Super Saiyan 4 and ain't give a
yeah.
fuck about it. Anytime Krillin whooped somebody's ass, man, because Krillin is one of those underrated motherfuckers. Like you
Hmm.
talk to the new kids now, you know what I'm saying? Like Keontae, we had a conversation about a month or so ago. And I was like, hell no, Krillin was the strongest fucking human on fucking Earth, man. He was competing with fucking
Yeah.
aliens and shit, bro. Like Krillin was really fucking cold, man, and he smashed the android. You know you're a bad motherfucker. You have a baby by a robot. God damn. Like, god damn,
Yeah.
Destructo did shooting ass. Like so anytime Krillin got the upper hand on the motherfucker, man, I was all for that shit.
Mhm. All right. So the odd ass couple pairings, going right back on that, you would have never picked Krillin to get with the android, and then you would have never saw Vegeta getting with Bulma.
Yeah,
Man,
no, I
poor young
definitely did see
child.
that one.
Poor young
And you can't
child.
do shit about it. Like you can't fight her
Not a
baby shit. I go get
damn.
my baby daddy. You can't do shit. Just shut the fuck up. Just shut the fuck
So
up.
yeah, that
Princess.
was always an interesting plot twist. And then, I mean, I know it was a ploy to get more Saiyans in the universe, sure, but it was definitely cool. And I like Trunks and Goten, so I'm cool with it.
I'm gonna go with Majin Vegeta and the Goku fight. I thought that was an
Mm.
amazing fucking fight
Mm-hmm.
with during the Buu saga. I thought that was an amazing fight. It was bullshit that Goku was holding back on him and shit like that. That was some whole shit. But the even fight with the headbutts and shit like that, like they was
Yeah.
really fucking going at it, man. That shit was cold
Mm-hmm.
as fuck. Cold as fuck.
So I think it was Tree of Might, maybe. It was one of the
Okay.
first Dragon Ball Z movies where
Mm-hmm.
Gohan gets drunk
Yep.
and the
Yep.
song
Yep.
"I Feel Good,
Yep.
Real
Yep.
Good."
Yep. That was Tree
Don't
of Might.
know
Yep.
why, but that shit
Mm-hmm.
was
Motherfucking Tree of Might.
hilarious. Shit was hilarious. I know that was the dub, and I'm sure it's different in the sub, but in the dub back in the day, hilarious.
Since we talking fucking movies, the one where they fought Geneva, I think he went Vegito on that one too.
Mm-hmm.
Did he go Vegito on? Yeah, he did go
He was
Vegito on that
Gogeta.
one.
He was Gogeta on that one. He didn't go Vegito.
And they was fighting Geneva. I just like fucking saying Geneva. Like I'd interrupt motherfuckers mid conversation when they talking shit. It's Geneva. Like what the fuck is wrong with him? Geneva. But that shit was a dope ass fucking fight too, especially when Geneva changed and
Mm-hmm.
it was like, oh shit, this fat
Mm-hmm.
motherfucker serious now. Hold on, wait a fucking minute. And then
Mm-hmm.
they got down with it. Anytime they fucking fused, man, I was like,
Yep.
hell yeah.
I mean, we hadn't touched on Super. I mean, yes. So in Super, everybody talks about Ultra Instinct, and yes, Ultra Instinct was dope. But for me, the coldest moment of Dragon Ball Super in the Tournament of Power is when Goku's fighting old girl and he fucking grinds with a Kamehameha down her energy blast and point blank. Ha! I was like, damn,
Hey,
there ain't no coming
the
back from that.
Tournament of Power was fucking cold. Just all the way
Yeah, it
around
is.
fucking cold,
That
man. Like
that was fun.
speaking of the Tournament of Power, when the dude with the mustache got really pissed off and it was like he is on the same level of a god of
Oh,
destruction or
top
whatever. I
top
was like,
Kappa, something
oh
like that.
Yeah, that motherfucker was
Yeah,
pissed, and it was like he's on the
yeah, he
same
was.
level of a god of destruction. I'm like, oh shit, let's see how this is gonna fucking play out. Just gonna sit
Mm-hmm.
here and watch this, man. And shout out to our little brother Micah, because he was on Super way before we was on Super, and he just kept trying to get us into fucking watching
Yeah, he
Superman.
was. Yeah, he was.
And I finally fucking did it. Don't
Yeah, he
regret
was
it.
one of those. Dragon Ball is like the only anime,
Mm-hmm.
and it's like, no, man, there's so much more shit out there.
And we put him on him when he was little.
Yeah, yeah, Dragon Ball. Yeah, we did.
Mm-hmm. That summer we
Oh,
was watching Dragon Balls.
yep,
He was
that's what
he
did
was
it.
like 3.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, got him.
Dragon Ball is like the gateway anime.
Oh yeah. Well, Naruto nowadays.
Yeah, yeah, you're right. Generational.
Mhm.
Well, no, now because that's 2000s Naruto, early 2000s. Now it's Attack on
My
Titan, Demon
hero.
Slayer, Jujutsu Kaisen. No, I would say more so Demons. I would say Demon Slayer probably the most.
I can see that.
Maybe Attack on Titan 2. And I think now with the second season of Jujutsu Kaisen, I think that one too.
I'm struggling with it. I'm struggling to watch it.
Well, are you in the Shibuya arc yet? Or are you still in the
Which one?
flashback?
I'm still in the flashback.
Oh, you got to get to the Shibuya arc. You'll be fine. You'll
I'm
be
retired.
fine.
I got shit to do. I'll watch it.
Yeah, you'll be fine. When you get to the Shibuya arc, you'll be fine.
Damn. I think I got one last one, and then I'm done. I think I'm done. I'm done. Um, Piccolo raising fucking Gohan. Shout out to the stepdaddies out there, man, because
To the
Goku
stepdad.
was a Goku
Terrible
was a
father.
shit daddy, man. He was a shit daddy for real, man. He just smashed Chi Chi in, and all right, Piccolo got him. We cool. I ain't worried about
Mm-hmm.
it. But shout out to
Piccolo, you good, right?
Piccolo. And you know I got it. But shout out to him anytime he gets a victory, man. Because Piccolo, I feel like, is another underrated character in
I
Dragon
agree.
Ball. You know, Dragon Ball has revolved so much around just the fucking Saiyans and shit that a lot of people just bypass the rest of them. Piccolo was actually strong as fuck,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm glad they tried to make him relevant again. I guess with that last movie, which was actually kind
Yeah.
of garbage. But you know, Piccolo, any Piccolo whooping ass.
Yeah.
Like when he
Piccolo with the
first
old
started fighting
music.
Frieza. Yeah, when he was whooping Frieza ass before Frieza changed again.
When he
And
merged, it was like, yes,
yes, yes,
I can win.
yes.
I can do
yeah,
this.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, hell yeah. And then when he merged with
Yeah.
Kami and was whooping ass for a
Yeah.
second,
Yeah.
yeah, Piccolo always get that second, but these motherfuckers always up the game on
Yeah. Yeah.
Piccolo ass,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah. When
Piccolo
he had
forced you to up the game.
that music with the shoulders, dun, dun,
It's
dun.
fucking, he about to whoop somebody ass.
What? He got that cold ass turban on.
Somebody about to get their fucking ass whooped. Nope, I got one more after that. Go ahead, and that's
Um,
gonna be my last one.
shit. What else? What else do I got? Where do I want to go? Do I want to go because I didn't do too much Dragon Ball. Dragon Ball. I guess I'll go simple. The damn Dragon Ball Z. What is it? Rock the Dragon. The theme song.
Mm-hmm.
When that shit dropped, you knew it was about to go down.
Hell yeah, you ain't talking about that cha la.
No. That's
That
the
shit went in too.
actual. It did. That was the Japanese version of the song. Because back then, what they would do is they wouldn't keep the songs. They would either like Americanize the song with like new words, or like
Mm-hmm.
with Dragon Ball, it was like fuck that, we're just doing a whole new song. And that's one of the cases where it actually did work. I don't think it works now. You can't even compete with some of the shit now. But yeah, that song was fire as hell.
So my last one, and this is my absolute last one. When Goku came back and beat the fuck out of Nappa, he beat the fuck out of Nappa. Like he got his ass destroyed.
Once
He got
again, disrespected.
completely. He got his ass beat so bad, Vegeta killed that motherfucker, bro. Like you suck, wow, bitch, you dead. Like he got his ass completely whipped. So that was a great one, man. all in all, for me, and I'm gonna let you keep going, man. Dragon Balls is fucking great. I mentioned it on here. I don't know if it's gonna be in the video or not, but I actually was gonna try to start watching it again. I can't. Special place in my heart. Shout out to damn, I can't say his name. Akira Toya
Toriyama.
Toyotomi Toriyama. There we go. There we go. Shout out to him again, man. His family, heart and prayers, all that stuff like that,
Man.
man. You left us with some memories, some amazing fucking memories. And Goku was an amazing character because now they put Goku against anybody, but it's always, but can he beat Goku though? I don't give a fuck who it is, but can he beat Goku though? And the final thing I'm gonna say is I don't understand why Vegeta was so hell bent on fucking Goku, and Goku never even beat Vegeta ever, ever.
I mean, we won't argue on Goku again because I have my feelings on that. But again, shout out, definitely, probably one of like we said before in our top tens. I don't think it's in either one of our top tens, um, officially, but like we said, it kind of stands apart because it for the anime culture, nothing has the impact yet that Dragon Ball has had on the culture. It has brought millions upon millions of people into anime across the world. So
I agree.
definitely shout out. Definitely, great work. Legacy is gonna live on forever. And yeah, that's all I got.
Yeah, just don't let your son touch it. I hope he don't touch it. I think that's what happened with Naruto. But yeah, it is funny that the anime watchers, once they find out you watch anime, especially like when I was in the military, that's still weird to say, but and my soldiers will say, "Oh, you watch anime, Sora? You ever seen Dragon Balls? Have I seen Dragon Balls? Sit down, young fella. Let me tell you some
Right.
things."
Back
So
in
that,
my day,
but it's a
on
conversation
VHS.
starter.
Yeah.
Like you got nerds, thugs, everybody that's seen fucking Dragon
Yeah.
Balls,
Yeah.
and Dragon Balls has brought people together that you wouldn't even think
Yeah.
would even
I don't
have
even
conversations.
I don't know if it was real, but I saw a graphic that said that when new Dragon Ball media is released, cartel violence goes down for 2 days or some shit. I don't know if it was real. I like to believe it, so I'm gonna say it's real because Dragon Ball was like the new Dragon Ball dropped. Fuck all this other shit. We need to go see what the hell is going on.
Right. We ain't fighting today, bro. Dragon Balls. We
That's
can
right.
fight out.
That's right. Yep.
Yeah, and stop making the games too, guys. The Dragon Balls games ain't really hitting no shit no more. Stop it.
I haven't played one in years.
I tried. I tried to play the Kakarot. It lasted every minute of 5 minutes. I was like, nah, bro, this ain't it.
I think the last one was one of the Tenkaichis. I think they're called.
Oof, man. That's a long time
I'm not
ago.
a gamer either, so
Yeah, that was a long time ago. They got another one coming. I forgot what it's called. But yeah, anything else for the people, brother?
that's all I got on Dragon Ball, man.
Hey, Dragon Ball fans, man, y'all put some in, show some love for the creator of Dragon Balls, man. Throw some in the
Yeah, that.
comments. Tell us what y'all favorite memories are, who your favorite characters are, what your favorite move is. You know what I'm saying? And I'm sorry, Goku fans. Goku didn't beat every fucking body because he beat him with a fucking spirit bomb. That means he had to add people's power to his technique. Therefore, he didn't fucking win. Yep, I said it. Let's start some shit.
Favorite DBZ technique since you brought it up, and then we'll close it out.
Favorite technique? Oh, you talking about you? We're our favorite techniques? Like,
Yeah, what's yours? Since you brought it up.
Final Flash, man. Final Flash. Final Flash was fucking cold as fuck when he did it the first time. And I was just like, God damn. And he, like, he put his heart and soul into that motherfucking shit, man. So I'm going to have to go with Final Flash.
Vegeta had the best attacks, man.
Yeah.
Final Flash, Gallic Gun.
Yeah.
And then you had Big Bang Attack, too. That was him, too, right?
That was him. Mm-hmm.
That's it. Those three. I mean, and then Special Beam Cannon. But that took too damn long to charge. But
It did.
I'd say Vegeta. I would have said Final Flash too, but since you said Final Flash, I was gonna go with Gallic Gun, Big Bang Attack.
Yeah, because you think about everybody else's, man. I mean, like everybody, Mama did a Kamehameha.
Yeah.
the what's that shit called? The Destructo disc was and really like techniques and powers and shit like that. That's except for when Roshi did the shit in Dragon Ball for the first time. The Kamehameha was
Mm-hmm.
the shit, but definitely Final Flash was cold as fuck.
Can't argue with that. All right, how are your accessories, or how were they?
Not bad, man. I mean, I think it was operator error as far as the way it burned. I think it was just the way I lit it. But all in all, it was a good cigar. The vodka was the vodka, no change there. Um, just a good cigar, and it was perfect for what we had going on right now. I wouldn't. I know a lot of the cigars I smoke on here. I say those are more like a sit on the porch and listen to music cigars. That's not. That's a conversational cigar right there. You can't just sit on the
Gotcha.
porch and smoke a fucking Man of War. You know what I'm saying? You gotta have something really going on when you smoke one of them motherfuckers, man. So that shit was I enjoyed it, man. Shit, I might go smoke one of my little mini cigars after this, man. But yeah, that's how mine was, man. How about yours?
Yamazaki is the Yamazaki is the Yamazaki. It is one of my top tens all day, every day. So that's that. The cigar, once it got to the band, it like the strength kicked up. There's some different flavors in there. I was digging it more. From the band on, it's a pretty good cigar. I still have my same calculation issues, but I'm not mad at it. Getting it at the box, definitely not mad at it. So good pairing. Didn't overpower. Went great with the Yamazaki. So all in all, can't complain.
Indeed, indeed, good shit.
All right, for everybody listening, first of all, let me apologize. I had my fan up too loud. Turned it down, so it should be back to more tolerable levels. The inline fan is right there, taking the smoke from inside to outside. Was a little loud, so sorry about that, folks. I'll see how much of that I can edit out, and we'll go on from there. So now that that's done, you got anything else for the people?
Only thing I got to say, y'all, is troubles don't last forever, man. Just keep going.
Mm-hmm.
Just keep going.
All right, and I'm just gonna say, man, don't be afraid to try. You're gonna fail sometimes. Don't be afraid to try. That's all I got. So with that, episode 115 is in the books.
Yes, sir.
Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. This is Foul Language, and we out.